Once again, our own worst enemies. Once again, our own worst enemies. Newcastle 2, Tottenham 0. We are officially out the Carabao Cup. It's October the 29th. We have just entered the Carabao Cup and we are already out of it. Listen, some things never change. And look, some of you might be like, hey, let's not be dramatic today. It's only the Carabao Cup. I don't know about you lot, but I don't see us winning the Champions League. I don't see us winning the Premier League. So we got to go for these other cups. The FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. Now that we've got that little silverware hoodoo off our back with the Europa League last year, I was hoping we would go into this year, you know what? We need to take these cups serious. We can't take our foot off the gas. And today we made it so easy for Newcastle. They didn't even have to get out of second gear. Them man were doing olays in the second half like it was, just another day at the park. And I understand, St. James's Park, you can't go there and have an easy game. You can't go there and it's an easy win. You got to fight for this shit. But we didn't even make a fight of it. We just let them have it. That was a winnable game in my opinion. First half, there was opportunities there. But we didn't want to take them. And you know what? In football, I'm a firm believer that there are two positions you must live and die by as a manager. There are two positions in the team that you cannot get wrong. There are two positions that if you do get them wrong, they can dictate the entire outcome of any game. And that is your centre forward and that is your goalkeeper. And today, I'm sorry, both of them cost us. Both of them cost us. You see that? Number 9 wearing pigeon. Oh, I'm running out of words for this brother. I'm running out of words for this guy. Because, honestly, he is horrendous. A horrendous footballer that I don't want to see anymore, brother. I'm tired of this, hey, one day he might come good. Brother, he's got 1 goal in 13 games. 1 goal in 13 games. We all fell for that Burnley double in the first game of the season. I'm tired. I do not want to see Richarlison in the 9 again. Please, Frank, if there's one thing you can fucking learn from this game, do not play Richarlison starting again. You've just got Kolo Muani coming back from an injury. Let him build his fitness up. Every time he's come on as a cameo, I've seen a little something where I'm like, we can build on this. But I'm forced to watch this pigeon. Brother, please. The first semblance we had in the first half, where we put together a nice move, because as we all know, we're not the most free-flowing team at the moment. So when I do see a move, I'm like, whoa, what is this? Xavi, out wide to Brennan Johnson. Slide pass into that infamous corridor of uncertainty. As a natural striker, as a natural number 9, as a natural Brazilian, every fibre in your being should be telling you where to go. Everything in your soul should be telling you, I know where that ball's coming. I can maybe sniff a second ball. This brother reacts 4 seconds too late, misses the pass, and then does the, I was so close. You weren't close. You was nowhere near it. And then when Pedro Porro whips in a nice ball in the second half and he gets a little deflection, I almost scored that. You weren't nowhere close to scoring. Comfortable save for Ramsdale. This guy spends more time on the floor crying about fouls that should be given to him than actually making decent run for his midfielders. Because today there were moments where Bergvall, Xavi, they were actually creating. They were actually getting on the ball, turning and trying to find guys. But you've got this bozo up top. And I'm sorry, you go into any knife fight with a blunt knife, you're going to come out bloody and dead. And I'm sorry, when you go hunting with a blind dog, you're going to come back hungry. And that's what you do when you play Richarlison in the 9. I'm sorry, it's nowhere near good enough. I'm tired of seeing this guy running around the pitch for 70, 80 minutes every time he plays because he works hard. He starts to press and engages the defense. If your hard work is the best attribute you can present to me as a centre forward, we have problems, people. We are in trouble, people. If you can't look at your striker and comfortably rely on this guy to create for himself, to create for others, not forget creating. If you can't rely on this guy to get a clean shot off, because I promise you, I have seen more Richarlison scuffed shots than I have seen clean contact shots. This is not a striker. We put the number 9 on him and just hoped he would become one. Not good enough, bro. Please, I don't ever want to see... For as long as Solanke's out, give me Kolo Muani. Give me Matthias Tell. Give me Kudus in a false 9. I don't want to see him, bro. This is just... It's headache, bro. Because the day he signed, I said this shit. Every year, this fan base... Oh, Richarlison, Pruhive, Are you lot not sick? Are you lot not sick to your stomachs? Brother, I'm telling you, the sooner we move on from this guy, the better. Al Hilal, Al Ittihad, Al Ahli, Al Jabab, Al Zubair, Al anybody. I'm begging you, bail me out. Save my soul. I've seen enough, and there's wonderful things he can do for you in those Saudi countries. In Dubai, in Qatar. Brother, I'm telling you, let me talk to Sharky. I'll make the move for you, please. But I don't want to see this guy anymore. And look, I spoke about the number 9. He is what he is. We know that. But Kinski today, come on, brother. You could have done better on both of those goals. You could have done better on both of those goals. Listen, I'll say Danso should have done better in the build-up to that second one. But when that comes, come on. And the worst thing is if Vicario made those same mistakes, what would the reaction of the fan base have been? Kill Vicario. Hey, man, get him out the club. Get him out the country. Rip his visa apart. But is Kinski the sub-keeper? No, bro. We need more. And I can't lie to you, when Vicario was going through that rough patch a couple of weeks back, I was looking at Kinski like, hey, I remember you gave me a little purple patch last year when you first signed. When you get that cup chance, I hope you take it. I hope you take it with both hands. This is what we got instead. And it's funny because Vicario, the last 2 performances have arguably been his best performances in the Spurs shirt, in my opinion. I would have thought with that, you would have maybe continued him in goal. You would have maybe gone for a stronger side and said, you know what? Newcastle, they're the current holders. They got to a final last year. We know going to St. James's Park is never easy. So let's not rest anybody. But instead we decided to rest Vicario and we got punished for it. We got punished for it. And that, I'm sorry, you get those 2 things wrong. As I said, your number 9, your goalkeeper, today was a prime example of how if you get those wrong, they're going to come back to bite you. Because today you went hunting with a blind dog. And then you put a blind dog in goal. Because he should be doing better on that corner. I think Danso could do better on both goals as well in terms of marking the runner and in terms of passing the ball out the back better. But the last line of insurance I expect is my goalkeeper. And I'm sorry, Kinski, that was not good enough today, bro. And this is annoying. This is annoying because it's another cup that's just gone now. And I was hoping, Thomas Frank would come in and really make a strong case for these cups. But it seems like today, I don't know what this performance was. The first half, it felt like we were actually decent attacking-wise. I can't lie to you. Like, for all the last couple of games that have been so tough to watch and so slow and sluggish, today was actually much better in terms of the first half. But then once that second goal goes in early in the second half, it's just like everyone just threw his towel in. Like, I genuinely, at no point in that second half, felt like we was actually going to move up the gears and improve the way we're playing to go on and score. Kolo Muani came on. Tell came on. We brought on everybody. It still made no difference. It still made no difference. And I feel like when these guys have almost been in this kind of counter-attacking mindset over the last couple of weeks, you can't just flick a switch and all of a sudden become this gung-ho team when the backs are against the wall. Especially against the Newcastle side that love a good backs against the wall job. Them, man, they thrive on launch as many balls into the box as you like. or you want to get into a scrap, Tonali and Joe Linton were ready. The fact that Joe Linton can grab Xavi full shirt and nobody comes and defends him just lets me know there isn't that fight. There isn't that hunger. And it's just frustrating again, brother. Like time and time again, so many seasons we've gone through this, and you always hope with a new manager, things will change a little bit. Things will become a little bit different. But I don't know, man. I don't know, honestly. It's just the last couple games for me have been, you know, people have been saying, oh, look, you're in third place, Fuad. You're unbeaten in the Champions League, Fuad. Why you seem so, you know, angry and why are you pointing out issues? And Fuad, just be happy, man. Like, we're not 17th like we were last year. Apparently, because we're not 17th, we can't point out any of the issues going on in our squad. Apparently, because we're not 17th anymore and we're third in the Premier League now, we have to praise everything that happens. When I'm telling you, bro, there are issues in this team. There are issues in the way we set up. There are issues in the way we line up. But because we're third, we're not supposed to talk about it. Because we're unbeaten in the Champions League, we're not supposed to talk about it. Well, I hope this exit from the Cup tonight starts making people notice that there are issues here, bro. And I've said that number 9 conundrum is waiting for us. Go and watch 2 videos back, 3 videos back, 4 videos back. I've said that number 9 position, if one of these 4 guys, Solanke, Tel, Richarlison, or Kolo Muani, do not grab it by the scruff of the neck, at some point, this position is going to come back to bite us in our arse. Because I truly believe, I'm looking at those 4 guys. You let me know. Can you confidently look at any of those 4 and say you back them to comfortably score 15 Premier League goals this season? Can you? Because I genuinely can't. I don't know which one of these guys is going to grab. Solanke's out injured. Tel isn't even registered for Champions League games. Richarlison, Lord have mercy. Kolo Muani, he's just coming back fit. We don't know what we're going to get with him. There's too many question marks. There's too many question marks. And I'm sorry, as Thomas Frank, one of the things I loved about him coming in was 2 things. I'm going to be tactically flexible because I saw him play 3-5-2, 3-4-3. And even early in the first couple of weeks, we saw that here. Since about the 5th game, we haven't seen a system change whatsoever. We have just stuck to the same ideology and methods and said, you know what, this is what we're going to roll with. And I feel like you play that style of football, once you try and ask your players to switch up, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy to switch up. Oh, this is just so jarring, honestly. So jarring. I mean, let me have a look at the stats for today, because I guarantee you our XG, I was just about to say, it's not over 1. 0.67 today. 53% possession. So all that tippy-tappy passing around the back for nothing, bro. And I'm sorry, that number 9 position, the second thing I loved about Thomas Frank was I felt like he was almost like a striker whisperer. I was like, yo, Ivan Toney, Ollie Watkins, you know, Yohan Wissa, Brian Mbeumo. The way he was able to get in them and get the best out of them, despite them, you know, maybe not being those top-level striker, he can make a mediocre-level striker actually be like a exceptional level striker. And that's what I thought. You know what? Maybe him coming into here, I've got 4 guys here, at least one of them. And he's decided to back the worst horse. And maybe it's the only fit one, but I would have rather seen Tel play today. I'll be so real with you. I would rather have seen Kolo Muani or Tel start. But instead, we keep seeing Richarlison being chosen. And I understand it's that typical thing of he works hard, he presses hard, but he doesn't score goals. He doesn't create. He doesn't create for others. He doesn't do anything. He can't trap a ball. So please stop backing this blind dog. Please show me, Thomas. Show me why I wanted you. Show me that little bit of tactical flexibility. Show me that you have that genius within you. That you're not a manager who is stuck at those lower levels, still in that Brentford mindset where you feel like you need to be a counter-attacking team every game. Take the game to teams. Be more proactive. Play better lineups. Play more attacking lineups. We don't need to see Bentancur and Palhinha in a double pivot. Of course, we saw Palhinha in a centre-back today. But I mean, in general, we don't need to see those 2 as a double pivot. Every single game. This isn't Janel and Norgard. Well, you know, I need the screening in front of my back foot. No. Some games you have to be on the front foot. That's why when you bring on all these subs, it's not really making a difference. Because these players are like, we ain't played this system before. What? Richarlison and Kolo Muani on the pitch at the same time? They've probably never played together. But show me in these next couple of games, because I'll be real with you, I am concerned, people. I am concerned for these next couple of fixtures. We got Chelsea next. We got United. We got Arsenal. We got PSG. We got Newcastle again away after that. This is going to really highlight the deficiencies in the squad over the next couple of weeks. Thomas Frank, I really hope you show me what you're about over these next couple of weeks, because everybody can be happy about third place or whatever, but I'm telling you now, that shit can disappear quicker than you think. Yeah? Let me have a look at the table quickly. Where are we? Yep. We're third right now with 17th, right? 8th place is 15 points. 9th place has 14 points. One defeat and wins from all those others, you're down to 9th place. Maybe then people will wake up and be like, you know what? Things do need to get better. Because right now, I'll be real with you. Out of the cup, not playing great football. The lineup's looking a little bit funky sometimes. I'm like, hey, man, please don't tell me this is who you are. Please don't tell me this is who you are. Because this isn't the man that I thought I was getting. And I love Thomas Frank. I want him to stay. I'm not calling, this isn't a Thomas Frank out. This isn't a, let's put the pressure on Frank. No, I want this manager to succeed. I wanted him in the summer. For all those things I mentioned, the tactical flexibility, the great personable personality, the, being able to get the most out of what I would call mediocre players and make them even better. I want to see all those things. But so far right now, I'm seeing almost like a scared manager who doesn't want to make mistakes, who doesn't want to overstep his boundary. And people keep saying, our defensive record was so bad. We're trying to build from the back. Why can't you do two things at the same time? Why must it go from one extreme of Ange high line, supreme gung-ho attacking football to backs to the wall job, let's sit in and inshallah. We need a balance. And that's all I've asked for, both with Ange and both with Thomas. Today, it was a little bit better in terms of creativity. But there has to be more done in general. There has to be more done, I'll be honest with you. Not good enough, I'll be honest with you. October and we're already at the Carabao Cup. So really and truly, our only chances of success this season is top 4 and maybe an FA Cup. And I'm so tired of just praying for top 4. I want more, brothers. I want more. Why is it as a Tottenham fan we're only allowed to dream of top 4 and that's our limitation? That's our cap. Why is it, we go out the cups and, guys, we're not entitled to win trophies. Remember, we're Tottenham. We should just, Newcastle, they're the holders. Come on, guys. It's not a problem. It fucking is a problem. It is a problem. We should want more for ourselves. We should demand more from our players. We should demand more from our managers. Nobody can tell me, looking at that squad, you don't think there's good players in there. Because you all rave and love them. So let's demand more from them. We all love Thomas Frank. Let's demand more. Why can't we ask for more? Not good enough today, man. I'm sorry. There's so many kind of other little pointers also I could kind of touch on. Brennan Johnson today, I felt like, look, he is almost like the gutter. The confidence is on the floor at the moment. I almost feel sorry for him because last year he was almost going through this purple patch season where every time he played, he popped up and scored a key goal. Scored the winner in the Europa League final. Was our top goal scorer last year. He's probably coming into this season thinking, all right, I've got my spot secured at least. Completely brushed aside for Kudus. And rightly so. Kudus is a much better player, much more decisive, much more, devastating in that 1v1, what we want in that kind of wing role. But he's barely been used. He's out of the limelight. He's being played left wing out of position. So now when you start him, you ain't getting that confident one that you was getting last season. No way. You're getting that one that we had 2 seasons before. No confidence, gutter on the floor. And this is what you see now. So listen, couple issues we definitely need to reflect on and look at. Like Vicario in that type of form, for me, can't be dropped. And I know Kinski, we got to play him in the cup games, whatever it is. But when Vicario has that type of back-to-back performance, I would have actually stuck with him. Then Richarlison, I'm sorry, I don't ever want to see him again. I don't ever want to see that brother in that number 9 position. I don't ever want to see him in a starting lineup sheet again, because the minute you start with Richarlison, you can go into that game with an expected XG of minus 0.5. That's what he does. And I don't want to turn this into the Richarlison hate video, but I'm actually tired of it, man. I'm so tired of it. But let me know your thoughts anyway. That is all I've got for today. I'll try and churn out some more videos throughout this week as well. Make sure you guys stay subscribed, like the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.